friends, welcome to Rebel Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you've been here before. I have made several attempts today to do a pick a card reading, and for one reason or another, it keeps failing. So instead of trying to fight the universe, I meditated on it for a moment, and I was drawn to this deck to do a collective reading. So it's a general reading for the collective. Oh my goodness, and that's why. Okay. Whew. If you're here and seeing this message today, it may be because you were drawn here. It may be because this message is for you. The Three of Swords is, you know, a card of heartbreak, of betrayal, of, you know, it's hurt, it's heart pain, it's grief. There is just a lot of pain that comes with the Three of Swords. And if you're in this energy right now, I'm so sorry. There's a message here for us, though, with this Three of Swords. And this Three of Swords could be showing up for you in a number of ways. Perhaps it's been a betrayal in a relationship, or it's been the loss of a job, or the loss of a loved one. Whatever it is for you, there's a message here for you today. Can we get some clarity or some advice regarding this Three of Swords? What do we have here? We're going to take this slow. We have a Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm getting the first of all, we have 3, 6, and 9. So that in and of itself is significant. But the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles tells me that you are struggling in some way or suffering in some way in an area of love, in an area of abundance. So maybe right now you're really feeling betrayed because you have recently lost a job, or you were overlooked for a promotion, or you feel that a relationship that you were in was tied to your abundance and your happiness, and it has been lost or damaged in some way. The Nine of Pentacles is your abundance, right? It's all the things. Oh, yeah. Four of Pentacles. You've been trying to hold on so tight, right? You've had a solid grip on this situation, this person, this position, whatever it was. You've been holding really tight, trying to hold on to something that appears to have left or is leaving. Okay, but Spirit's telling you, and you likely won't want to hear it right now, but Spirit wants you to know with this Page of Wands and this King of Pentacles that this energy towards your greatest abundance is happening because of this heartbreak, okay? Because of this betrayal, because of this loss, because of this sadness, all right, that you've been holding on to for so long. It's really been limiting your ability to give and receive love. It's been limiting your ability to receive abundance in your life. And abundance isn't just money. It is money, but it isn't just money. It could be good health, great friends. It could be a beautiful home, whatever abundance is for you, whatever makes you feel rich. This holding on to pain, this holding on to loss, is limiting you. When the Four of Pentacles is holding on so tightly, looks like a pillowcase, right? So he's not sleeping because he doesn't have a pillow under his head, right? He doesn't have that support, that comfort of abundance under his head. He's holding it close to his chest and squeezing it tightly. And because he is, the abundance can't flow, right? So that means the good health can't flow. The rewards, the riches, the beautiful things in life aren't flowing. They're being restricted because he's so scared to let go and open his arms up for what the universe is trying to bring in. So the energy I'm getting is some feeling on your behalf that you need to control love relationships in your life. You have to control the abundance, that you're not getting enough love, that you're not abundant enough. This belief system, this lack mindset that you are carrying is keeping you in that space. Okay, so this could be a grief space. The Three of Hearts is most definitely also a space of grief. And now we all grieve at our own pace, right? And nobody should tell anybody how to grieve, but it's worth considering that if your whole perspective and reality and focus is going to be on your sadness over a loss of a loved one or relationship or job, when the focus is on that lack, it brings in more lack. So as difficult as it may be, right, the Page of Wands and the King of Pentacles are asking you to separate yourself from that for a moment and really consider what blessings you have in your life. So let's say a relationship has fallen apart and that has been your focus. Do you also have a loving group of friends, a loving family? Do you have a pet that is loyal and beautiful and wonderful in your life? Do you have a good job? Do you really like the car you drive? Do you really love your new haircut? Find the blessings and focus on them. Grief isn't going anywhere. You could always step back if you wish and acknowledge the sadness, because it's important that you have that feeling and live through that feeling. Just it's if you stay there, it's more difficult to move out of it. And moving out of that grief is not a acknowledgement that what you had wasn't wonderful and beautiful, right? Yeah, to move towards your true abundance, you have the strength to do this. Yes, you do. And the strength card for me is all about vulnerability, right? Yes, the lion is a symbol of strength, absolutely. And But this woman's gentleness, her care, her softness in dealing with this ferocious lion. Now, if we consider this ferocious lion as being your pain, your suffering, your grief, right? Your anger, your distrust, your betrayal, your feeling of betrayal. If we consider all of that the ferocious beast, the strength shows up in the woman who comes forward, acknowledges that beast for what it is, but shows up in a vulnerable position anyway. She could show up and fight the beast, but she doesn't. She shows up with love. So show up in love for yourself, show up in love for others, show up in love for this situation. Give yourself some grace, right? You have the strength to do this. That's way too many. And I'm sure there's an entire book of meaning there, but this being a general reading. And I think it's because we're all hurting right now in different ways, right? We're all hurting, and I think what's happening is some of us are choosing to hold fast and hard to our belief systems, our understanding of the world, how we think things should be. And the universe is asking us really that we all know what's important. We all know what's right. We all know that we're all, spirits living a life in this human body on this planet with all sorts of other spirits in human bodies who live their lives dictated by their realities, right? So consider your own perspective or perception of something, and then consider for a moment, had you been born in a different place to different parents in a different reality, would your mindset be there, right? Could you, although right now in this perspective, in this life, in this situation, you can't possibly see another person's perspective, but can you take yourself back from it for a moment, consider that but for your life experiences, you could feel differently. Now, I think what the universal expression is love, right? Everybody was somebody's baby. Everyone was born into this life as an innocent soul, wanting love and support and guidance. And our life experiences have shaped who we are. I think once we become, as a whole, as a group, as a collective, when we start to become more vulnerable and recognize our vulnerabilities, recognize our differences, and then really recognize our blessings, recognize our similarities, we'll find that we're more alike than we are different. We all want love and acceptance and kindness, and even those that don't think they want it, I believe they do. This Wheel of Fortune is saying that we're starting to realize at the end of the day, it's not the car you drive, the house you live in, the relationship you're in, the amount of money you have. When basic rights and freedoms are being stripped from people, right? That's also unimportant. And those of us that are trying to hold the status quo, maybe that's not what's needed in our reality right now. Look at that. Ace of Wands, we have to do things differently. It's time we get creative in how we show up in love. It's time we show up in those situations that cause heartbreak and distress. Those situations where we feel betrayed. It's important to show up in an energy of love and kindness for ourselves and to count our blessings. And we all have blessings. This is what's going to change our reality, is instead of meeting heartbreak and fear and hate with more fear and hate, right? It just makes it all bigger. If you have a big pot of fear and hate and you add some more fear and hate, you've just got a bigger pot of fear and hate, right? So you get a pot of fear and hate and you throw in some love and some kindness and some generosity and support and understanding and love, right? You've just diluted that fear and hate. And that's what we need to do. We're all needing to stir that soup, add to the pot a little more beauty. All right. We need an angel guide. Whew. We need an angel guide right now because our hearts are hurting. As a collective, in our own individual lives, because things are difficult right now, and we're starting to see people in different lights. We're starting to understand things on a different level. A lot of us are just watching the world in shock and horror and wondering, WTF, where did this all go wrong? Composure. Yeah. It's time to not freak out, people. Composure. Let's see what the angel has to say. Take time to gather your thoughts and energy, because there's a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. Holy, hit the nail on the head, right? You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and worth. But drawing this card indicates that right now, you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. Angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before proceeding further. So take time to ask your angels and guides to help you compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God is upon this situation and everyone involved. And there's no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, and regain your composure. Right? So no joining in with that negative, frustrated energy and throwing more fear and hate and anger into the pot. Just retreat and love yourself. Give yourself the love and grace that you deserve at this time. All right? You're not alone. You're never, never, never alone. Sacred Medicine Oracle. My goodness, do I ever feel as though I need a message from the Sacred Medicine Oracle deck right now. Thank you, Spirit, for this collective reading today. I understand now why the pick a card was not meant to be today. We have that one. Is there another? We have 3, and I'm taking them all because I'll take whatever advice from elders that I absolutely can. Jingle Dress. Miracles. I love that. Let's read that. Number 16. During the 1918 flu pandemic, a little girl had fallen deathly ill and was unable to recover. Her father had a vision of dancers wearing a dress with 4 rows of jingling metal bells, and when the sick child saw the dance, she joined in, and the medicine poured through the movement of her feet, curing her. This medicine comes forward to teach you to believe in the possibility of healing and the existence of miracles. What miracles do you want to call in at this time? The energy around you now is open to bright, brilliant possibilities. If you could wave a magic wand, now I lost my spot. If you could wave a magic wand, what would you wish for? Your healer guides, ancestors, and animal spirits are gathering around you to deliver the answer to your prayers. Everything is possible. Just as the little girl was cured by the medicine of the jingle dress, you too hold the capacity for something equally as powerful coming to you now. Where in your life do you need miracles to touch you? Where have you felt stuck or hopeless? There's an opportunity for your situation to shift in a different beneficial direction. Stay open to circumstances changing, for miraculous happenings are there. And the healing affirmation with this card is, I am open to miracles touching my life. And miracles happen. Miracles exist. And I know that they do. And maybe someday I'll share that message with you, how I know that miracles do happen. 24, medicine bag, gather. This all appears to be about healing, which I think is what we're trying to do right now as a collective. A medicine bag is a sacred item, often made of animal skin, sometimes adorned with beads that hold sacred items for the person wearing it. It can be filled with feathers or other animal parts, crystals, plant medicines, or other items that are meaningful. The bag is often worn around the neck, which offers protection and amplified spirit connection for the wearer. Alternatively, it can be carried in a pocket so it rests against the body. This card asks you to gather the sacred medicines that would best fill your medicine bag. What animal spirit medicine are you most connected to? Which plants? Is there a rock spirit or crystal that currently speaks to you? Are there significant items passed down from a relative that would provide a connection to your ancestors? As you mindfully gather these items, you are encouraged to see how they represent aspects of yourself that you may have forgotten. There is a powerful reclamation of creating a medicine bag, and this card asks you to dig deep so you may come into wholeness. And your healing affirmation with the medicine bag is, my medicine bag is filled with potent parts of my becoming. I honor all parts of my sacred medicine. Wow. Holy moly. And reclamation, home. So the jingle dress to the medicine bag to the reclamation home, it's all one message, right? It's a guidance telling us how to move on from one space to the next. For so long you have searched for belonging, a space that feels like home to your spirit and heart. Separation and disconnection are a result of the flawed systems in our society, and there are times when the connection to our belonging is fractured through traumatic life, familial, and ancestral events. Your desire to belong is an inherent part of this human experience. There is no shame in the journey you have been on to find a safe connection where you feel accepted and seen. Today, this card calls you home to the very land that birthed you. Feel the vibration of the trees, the scent of the plants, and the movement of the animals welcoming you back, reclaiming you as you remember the land. This space is also filled with ancestral family that nourishes you more deeply than you ever thought possible. The energy of belonging moves through the cracks and broken layers of your sacred connection, mending the layers of what has been damaged and bringing you back to wholeness. What feels like home to you? Who feels like home to you? focus on these aspects so that the energy of belonging may settle into your bones with comfort and nourishment. Feel the open arms of spirit and your ancestors welcoming you deeper into yourself. You are seen and you are loved. And your healing affirmation is, I reclaim all aspects of myself as I return home to me. And I think that's what we need to do right now, right? We all need to return to love. Now, normally I close out a reading with angel numbers, but today I feel drawn to get a Divine Animal Oracle just because it's speaking to me. My dogs are upstairs barking. There's a message here from a spirit animal. So, who or what is your spirit animal? Maybe it's one of these animals here. Let's see. I'm going to read these ones as well. They're short, so you don't have to listen to me read all day long. Let me see. Loyalty, number 29, red-crowned crane. And sacrifice, the bull, number 40. Okay. So let's read the bull first. Number 40. All worthwhile things mean we must sacrifice something. Martyrdom rarely is a good choice. It is good to trust your tribe. Have faith that all will be well. Reciprocity and offering to something bigger than you is a powerful act. Reciprocity and offering to something bigger than you is a powerful act. Okay? Trust your tribe. Trust the universe. Trust your people. Trust your loved ones. And number 29. The red-crowned crane, loyalty. The time has come to re-examine your loyalties. Are you able to be trusted? Keep your word if you give it. Take relationships slowly and make sure to build strong connections. What promises have you made and must keep? And these include promises to yourself. All right? So keep your composure, keep your promises, show up for yourself. Show up for others. Well, my friends, this has been the reading this week. It's kind of profound, I think, and it'll resonate, I think, with everyone a little bit differently. If you're interested in sharing your story with me, maybe make a comment below. Otherwise, I really enjoyed reading this message, and I hope it resonated with you in some way. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Bye-bye for now.